Hey guys, it is Coach Sarah and the amazing Dr. Tyler.
I'm here tonight with you guys.
We're coming to you live to talk to you a little bit more about what we spoke to you about last time we were on live together, which was autoimmune health. We got a lot of responses from people asking, how do I know if I need to do this digestive reset? What if I don't have an autoimmune condition that's been diagnosed? What if I think I need to do this? The answer is most people can benefit from doing a digestive reset, but we wanted to come to you tonight and talk to you about some of the, I would say, the biggest signs or the loudest whispers that your body might be giving you, letting you know that a digestive reset is something that you're probably going to benefit from. So I'm gonna let Tyler talk to you first about why listening to those whispers, why that digestive reset is going to be helpful for these people. And then we're actually gonna review the top 7 symptoms that you might be a great candidate for a digestive reset. So why might this person benefit from the digestive reset that we are going to be running?
So the benefits of doing a digestive reset is going to be the more and more the research comes out. We understand that the digestive system is the foundation of human health. If there is an imbalance within the system, all the way from mouth all the way down to the other end, there will be problems along the way. The most crucial area would probably be what's going on from the lower stomach all the way to the large intestine, because that's where a lot of our bacteria is, and there can be major dysbiosis and yeast overgrowth and things of that nature, and there can be a lot of problems that go along. So people that I see, my patients, clients that need this, some of them have really strict diagnosis already, and other people just are struggling with extreme fatigue. And that's the one thing that I see the most is people are really, really tired. No matter what they do, they are exhausted. And
so that's symptom number 1,
yeah,
guys.
that's symptom number 1 is no matter what you do, you're always tired. And it's kind of the idea is you're running on empty because you're constantly pouring out and you're not putting anything back in, and it gets in your body. You just eventually just don't have energy. So no matter how much sleep you get, no matter what you eat, and usually most people that have this extreme fatigue, they also have a lot of other signs and symptoms as well, is when they start opening up about it.
So one of the big symptoms that we see in individuals that could really benefit from a digestive reset, second thing is inability to lose weight. Feeling stuck in your weight loss no matter what you do. So talk a little bit more about that. Why would that be an issue for somebody who is experiencing these health issues? Why would they be unable to lose weight even if they might be moderating their food intake?
So when you are having that difficult time losing weight, there can be a variety of factors that come into play, but when we kind of generalize this issue is when your body's in a health crisis, and it's toxic. That's a good way of explaining it. It's not getting the bad stuff out. It just keeps accumulating in our bodies. You're gonna have some major issues that are going to arise. So I see a lot of digestive issues with that.
So with those digestive issues, the third major symptom that we see in individuals that would be greatly benefited by a digestive reset protocol is somebody who struggles with either constipation or diarrhea or both.
Yeah.
We see a lot of individuals who have major problems with the bathroom category. Normal elimination should be roughly 1 to 3 times a day. Mm-hmm. So that if you're finding yourself going way more frequently than that,
yeah,
which I've been that person, or you find yourself that person who can go a couple days without going to the bathroom, that's not normal. And not that you should be ashamed of where you're at with your number 2 frequency, but just know that that's not something that you should settle with. It's not something that should be your new normal.
Yeah, chronic diarrhea is going to be major absorption issues. Obviously, I talk to people that they say they eat, let's say, salad, and literally hours later they're seeing it on the other end. And then there's other people that it's every 3 days or 4 days. You're having if that waste is in you sitting that long, you're building up. You're at a higher level of building toxins up in your body. Your body can handle so much with sweating and all the different ways of elimination, and eventually that's going to cause some havoc on your body.
Yeah, regular bathroom trips are really important for your body to eliminate that toxic buildup that we accumulate just by being a human and living our daily life. So if we're not able to eliminate on a regular basis, there could be a lot of other issues that start arising. So one of the big things that we see food-wise with individuals who need a digestive reset are individuals that struggle big time with cravings. Mm-hmm. So I was that person. And he's been with me along this journey, and he can attest to the fact that when I was really struggling with my digestive health, I would have incredibly strong cravings for sugar. Incredibly strong cravings for sugar. And can you explain a little bit more about why somebody would be struggling with cravings if they are in need of a digestive reset? Can you explain a little bit more about why that would be?
So when you have major digestive issues, when you have, possibly, diagnosed issues like an autoimmune disease, your body is in havoc. I mean, it's struggling to create balance, and it's trying to figure out how to create balance. Your body has the ability to heal itself, and it's just trying to figure things out. So it's trying to calm itself down. And when you're dealing with extreme cravings, I don't know too many people usually who are craving healthy foods. Typically, what we normally would consider healthy. Most people are going to go to that refined sugar, and you're trying to get that hit, that dopamine release. You're trying to get that chemical bump in your brain to make you feel better. And that's...
And simple sugar is a really good way to do that. So your body's smart. So when your body is in a stress state, it's going to want that simple, easy, quick hit of sugar, and it's going to know exactly what to send to your brain. So if you're somebody who likes gummy candies, there's a good chance that when you get stressed out that you're going to crave some kind of candy.
Yeah, it's that chronic stress. And if you look at, let's think about 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago. Let's think about the caveman. They weren't under that amount of stress because either they were going to run away really quick from that animal that was trying to kill them, or they got away, or they died. So there was stress and some extreme stress, but it was only for minutes. It wasn't this extreme, like all the different things, bills, family. It's just chronic stress that we never get. It's like a wet blanket over us continually, and it's pushing us down and pushing us down, and it's hard to get out of. And you have to think about it on a foundational level of how can we get that stress to go from here down to here. And there is no pill you can take. It just doesn't exist. You have to think about it at a very foundational level, and that is your gut, because it is everything. It affects your brain so heavily. You have just as many, actually more neurons in your gut than you do your brain, and that's the key, is making sure that we can reset this and get back and get some harmony in our body and balance in our body, and you feel so much better.
And like we said in our last video, 70 to 80% of your immune system lies in your small intestine. Mm-hmm. So if your digestion is chronically disrupted and you're having issues there, your immune health is going to be compromised in the process.
Yeah.
So one of the next things that we see in individuals that need a digestive reset, and hello Xtina, who's watching, she can be a testimony to this because she sees this being in the business that she's in, which is the business of beauty, which thank you for the sweet makeup skills if you're watching tonight, because I am completely a student of Xtina's. But one of the things that we see with individuals who need a digestive reset are unexplained skin conditions, eczema, psoriasis, hives, rashes, breakouts. We see all kinds of issues within the skin that are popping up unexplained. Can you explain why that would be an issue for someone who needs a digestive reset?
Yeah, so when we look at the skin, it's the largest organ in the body. And in Chinese medicine, it is tied very heavily to the lungs. So when we're dealing with inflammation within our body, it is the expression. Most people who have asthma also have a skin condition. It's really, really common to see. And it makes sense. Like our way, think about how much we breathe in our environment goes into our body, and we also transdermally are also breathing in. So your environment, you're breathing through your skin as well.
Transdermally mean through your skin.
Through your skin. So when you have these issues, it's an expression of what's going on. So you could have like, oh, when I exercise hard, I have a hard time breathing. I have a hard time sweating. That's a whole nother thing. And if you aren't sweating when you work out, that's a huge red flag right there. But I see a lot of skin conditions due to gut health.
So lack of sweating is a skin condition. It doesn't mean that you have to be presenting with rashes and bumps to be considered a skin condition. A lack of sweating is also considered a skin condition.
It's
so if you are
hypohidrosis.
So if you are someone who works out and does not sweat, that is a sign that you need a digestive reset.
Yeah, that's an autonomic issue, and that is derived from within the gut.
Absolutely. Now we're going to go into some territory now that might be a little bit more uncomfortable for some people. But one of the issues that we can see happening with someone who is in need of a digestive reset is there's a big effect in the hormonal department, and we can see a loss of libido. Mm-hmm. So can you explain a little bit more about why somebody who's in need of a digestive reset would have issues with their libido or their sex drive?
What's interesting with it is chronic stress and with libido and sex drive. For people to get in the right state of mind, that needs to be a parasympathetic activity, which is rest and digest.
So that's part of your nervous system.
So that's your nervous system. So when things are harmful, like when you go on vacation and you have no stress, and that's the time, that's the time that's you're most easily aroused. When you're in a very stressed out state, that's the first thing to go. Your body doesn't have to reproduce. It's the first organ system to go down. So it's a sign, if you have none, your body's in a lot of stress, and it's chronically like that. It's a huge issue. And so you can see it's really a stress issue, but when your gut and your health is poor, that's just more stress upon your body, which means your body's just nah, I don't really need to reproduce. It's not a really big deal.
Because it is a non-essential system. Mm-hmm. So instead of focusing on being able to do that and give you that drive, it's going to focus on calming the stress down inside your body and basically triaging the situation as needed. Mm-hmm. And leading into one of the other big symptoms that we see in individuals is a decreased ability to handle everyday stressors. So we could call it anxiety, but we could just call it an inability to handle stress. Things that you would normally be able to handle with, let's call it grace, they stress you out to a point of breaking. And normally things that wouldn't cause you to go there have you there. So that can be a big red flag that you're in need of a digestive reset. Can you explain why that would be?
Yeah, if you're having a really hard time dealing with everyday occurrences, let's say even like road rage. It's a good example. You're getting angry in the car and you're really like, there's no reason to be this angry. You're dealing with a heightened state of sympathetic activity, which is when you're in a healing state, when you have a healing crisis in your body, you're going to have a lot harder time dealing with the ups and downs of it. You're going to have a hard time being across the board. That one's a little bit more cut because that can be personality based as well. Also, what if your past experiences, your life, that will also play a role. But in general, if you have a really great health of your whole body, you're able to handle stress much easier from your day-to-day activities.
So doing a digestive reset is not only helpful for individuals with diagnosed autoimmune issues like we talked about the other night, but it's also beneficial for anybody who can identify with any of the symptoms that we just went over. So to review those again, we have fatigue, we have inability to lose weight, we have people that struggle with constipation or diarrhea, individuals who struggle with cravings, specifically sugar cravings, individuals who have unexplained skin conditions, including inability to sweat when you work out, loss of libido, and a decreased ability to handle stress. So if you can identify with any of those symptoms, and there are more, but these are some of the most common that we see within our clientele of those individuals who qualify to do digestive reset protocols. And again, we are going to be rolling out a group here coming up. We're leaving next week for vacation, but when we get back, we're going to be starting a 7-day sneak peek group where you can get the insider information on how you can start resetting your digestion. And then if you are ready to take that journey with us, then you'll be able to come along for a 30-day full-on digestive reset program. So I'm really excited to bring this to you. If you know someone who could benefit from this, if you feel like you are someone who could benefit from this, please contact us and share this video down in that lower left-hand corner. Hit that button, share this video out, because the more people that we can help, which, I mean, this is why we do what we do. We want to get to the masses, help people take back control of their health, because we want you to see that true health does not lie in a prescription pill.
Yeah, it's not going to be treating the smoke of what we consider. It's you got to look at the deeper level of it, which is the fire. If you can control the fire and deal with that, the smoke's irrelevant.
And unfortunately, if I fall and I cut my head open, I'm going to go to the hospital and go get stitches. But I'm not going to go to the hospital if I'm having digestive issues, because it's not a prescription pill that's going to fix the root of this issue. It's going to be what I'm eating, how I'm treating my body, how I'm recovering, all of the things that are going to help keep my body in balance. And that's not going to come via a prescription medication. So there's a time and a place for
Absolutely.
Western medicine. There's a time and a place to look at your health from a holistic perspective. And oftentimes it's what we're not getting that's the problem. So if you can identify with any of the things that we spoke about tonight and you feel like you are one of those people, I want to see you in that 7-day group. So the information will get posted as soon as we get back, and you will have the opportunity to jump in on that reset group and come along on that ride with us. We cannot claim to heal or cure anything, but all I can do is share with you my own personal testimony and all of the experiences that my clients and Tyler's clients have had in their own health journeys. And speaking for myself, I am going on 7 months medication free when I previously was medicated for an autoimmune condition for almost a decade. So I can say that this truly does work. You do have to consistently do it. But it is something that it will literally change your life and give you back control of your health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to feel better, there's a way to do it. But your mindset has to be right for it. And if you have the tools there, mindset's right, anything's really achievable.
So again, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight live. If you are watching us live, throw a 1 up in the comments. We always appreciate those of you who take your time out to tune in and listen to us. We really like doing what we do. We appreciate bringing you this information, and we want to know more about what you want to know more about.
Absolutely.
So drop us a line. Let us know what topics you want to hear us talk more about. We're going to plan on going live like this together probably at least once a week because we actually are liking doing this.
Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Yeah. So if you're liking what we have to bring, go ahead and drop us a line. Let us know. Do you want to hear more about diet? Do you want to hear more about fitness? Do you want to hear more about rehab?
Yeah.
Do you want to hear more about mindset? We're here to talk about anything health and fitness related that you want to know more about. We have been doing this for, well, I've been doing it for 16 years. You've been doing it now for?
Let's see, 12.
So we have a combined 28 years of experience. So we have a lot to offer. And again, with me being a integrative wellness coach and Tyler being a doctor of chiropractic, we have a very unique perspective on things. So we're really excited to bring you this new weekly show. Yeah. So who knows what's going to happen next.
If anyone wants to have any issues, I'm a rehab guy at heart. That's what I do. And that's my daily routine of seeing back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, any pain. You got pain, I'm your man. And I'm able to figure out the best tools for you to make you better.
Well, with that, guys, we're not going to keep you any longer. We hope you have an awesome Saturday night. Again, it's Coach Sarah, Dr. Tyler. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good night.
Good night.